Welcome to the Ghetto Gospel Podcast. I'm here with my co-host for the evening, Lena.
Hey, hey.
Yes. And this is a podcast. This is actually our first episode, and it's a podcast dedicated to um, dealing with social issues, primarily within the Black community, from a biblical aspect. Though I believe that the Bible has a lot of answers, pretty much all the answers that we have with the troubles and the struggles that we have in our community as a people. But our problem is that a lot of us don't know the word or understand the word. So the goal of this podcast is to be able to edify and to bring understanding of the word, so we can fix our problems that we have as a people, right? To better our relationship with God, first and foremost, better our relationships with our families, and better our relationships within marriage and, whatever situation we're dealing with. I believe it's very important that we have marriage and proper relationships because that's the foundation for a family. And the family is the backbone to a people. You cannot have a great people. You can't have a great nation of people unless you have great families. It's unfortunate, but our culture is a lot of single mother households. Children raised primarily with the woman and not the man included, and that's been very destructive to our community. Like a lot of little boys are growing up homosexual or confused, right? Or gang banging, very sensitive. You say something to them, they break down or they ready to kill somebody over something stupid. You feel me? And a lot of the girls becoming like whores, don't know how to carry themselves as women no more, or don't know how to, do basic things like keeping the household up or raising their kids properly. And I believe that a lot of these issues come from not having a proper man and woman union. That's the union of it. We having children, but we're not staying together. If it take two people to have children, right? I think it also takes two people to raise children. So this
Absolutely.
episode is dedicated to, speaking on why is it difficult nowadays to have relationships, to keep relationships. Everybody's having like a 3-month relationships a lot of times out here in the culture. And why isn't marriage the goal anymore? Why do people not even subscribe to be married or want to be married anymore? You know what I mean? Why is that not the goal no more? And like I said, it's very unhealthy. So that's what we're going to be talking about this evening. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get right into it. So back to the first question. Why, Lena, why do you think it's so difficult to have healthy relationships nowadays, and why isn't marriage the goal?
Well, from my perspective, I think I think a lot of people don't have values like we used to back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are looking for different things.
Mm-hmm.
I think a woman needs to carry herself a certain way. A woman needs to act a certain way, and I feel that men are looking for women to act a certain way, and they're not. I can only speak for myself. I carry myself a very well manner. I'm a very respectable woman, but I don't see that from all women.
Right,
A lot of
absolutely.
women are letting what we have going on today influence them. A lot of our music today that we are
Yeah,
hearing,
yeah, good point, for sure.
all of our female rappers are
Right,
showing the young women how to respect themselves, how to treat themselves,
right.
and it's not sending out a good message.
Yeah, not at all. Not
We
at all.
got we got a lot of these female rappers who aren't sending out good messages to our young women, and unfortunately, it's preventing them from acting how a woman should act. Like I
Absolutely.
said, not all of them, but we do have some of them that are. I personally don't let the music influence me.
Right.
I'm always going to be me. I'm always going to carry myself in a certain manner, no matter what, no matter what's going on, no matter what I'm listening to. I'm always going to be me. But
Absolutely.
yeah, a lot of it, our music today, just the world so different than how it was back in the day. The
Right.
values were different.
Right.
We instilled the marriages and healthy relationships. The men got to respect the women. The women got to respect the men.
Right.
Men need to play a certain role in
Absolutely.
a relationship as well as a marriage.
Absolutely.
And the women also need to play a certain role
Very
in
good
a
point.
relationship and in a marriage.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I had you for this episode, because the
Yes.
way you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? I see how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself. You're a very, very beautiful woman. woman.
Thank you.
Right? You look good, nice body, everything, right?
Thank
But
you.
you're not out here just flaunting it to anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're not just out here moving reckless and looking any kind of way. You know what I mean? You still carry yourself as a woman, and I believe you have very good values. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely
That's
do.
why I had you on this episode, because we gotta set a standard.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. It's like we done got so far away from what the standard is. It's not too many good examples, and examples are
true.
very important, especially to little children, growing
Yes.
up. And a lot of these adults need
They do.
an example. You
They
feel me?
do. It ain't just the young ones. Some of
Right.
us, older adults need some good examples
Absolutely.
as well.
And
so.
like you said, as far as the music go, you know, like I believe like the rappers, singers, whatever, they are the false prophets nowadays, or the prophets if they speaking the truth. If you think about it, a lot of people don't go to church no more.
Very true.
You know what I mean? So it's more so what we listening to all the time. People
What's
hear
influencing us?
certain rappers talk about this and they want to go carry it out. Even young boys hear, Kodak Black or this rapper talking about killing people, drilling this, drilling that. And then they want to go carry that out. Why? Because they believe they're going to get a record deal and they're going to be where they are to be
Absolutely.
successful. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with the women. Like you said, a lot of these female rappers, they're pushing, and a lot of them pushing stuff that they ain't even standing on. You know what I'm saying? They pushing young girls to have 5 different dudes and all this type of stuff, but she got a man at home.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So you selling it to us, but you're not even doing all that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a big thing. But back to a point that you made, is like the roles, right? It's very important we play our roles. God gave us specific roles. He gave man a role, and he gave the woman a role. And another thing that's wrong with this culture nowadays is that they trying to push that we're equal, we the same. Men and women are not the same. We're not equal. We supposed to balance out. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We got different body parts, everything. Our mental, our thinking is
Total
different.
opposites.
I'm masculine, you feminine. You feel me?
Yes.
Our whole body structure is different. So how are we just the same? No, it's not. We shouldn't be pushing to be same or none of that, right? There's certain things that I have to do as a man, certain things you have to do as a woman,
Exactly.
right? And then when that get blurred or we don't know our role no more, that's when confusion, drama, strife come in. You see
That's
what I'm
when
saying?
the problem happens.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So initially, when God created man and woman, the first man he created was Adam, right? And he raised them from the dirt, right? This is Genesis. He raised them from the dirt, formed them as a man, and then there was animals in the earth too. Now every animal had a partner, right? The cow had his woman, you know what I mean? The lion had his, you feel me? But for Adam, there was no body for him.
Yeah, he didn't have a partner.
And God seen and God said that it is not right for man to be alone, right? So what God did was he put Adam back to sleep, and he took one of his ribs, and he formed a woman from the rib of the man. Feel me? So that's why the women are called one man, from the womb of a man, right? He said, I'm gonna create Adam a helpmeet, right? Because if Adam was just alone, guess what you think gonna happen? If he got these desires that we have, right?
Right.
Sexual desires, we naturally have sexual desires,
Yes.
right? He gonna want to do something with something. And if you don't got no partner, what is he gonna
What
do?
you gonna do with it?
He might get into bestiality or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might start doing other things. So God don't want that.
Right. So
You know,
let me make you a woman.
Let me create you a woman, right? And that was the first marriage. Adam, as soon as he seen the woman, it was no talking, it was no conversation, none of that. It was, this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Right there, that's marriage. You feel me? They became one flesh, right?
linked.
They became one flesh, and he was the man, she was the woman, right? So that's very important to understand, right? And then when we go on to say that from there, that's when the serpent came into the garden, right? And persuaded the woman to eat from the tree, right? The tree of good and evil. And that's the only tree. They had every tree in the garden. That was the only tree God told them specifically, do not eat from.
Don't eat from this tree.
Don't eat from this tree, right? Because once you eat from this tree, you will have knowledge of good and evil. Before they was naked, they didn't even know it. You feel me? They didn't even know that they was naked because that wasn't nothing they was concerned about. Once they ate from the tree, you know good and evil. Now what you know. Now, since you know, now you got to be held accountable. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to be held accountable. Now you know what you're doing. You know when it's wrong. Now I got to judge you for it, right? So that became a big issue, and that was very detrimental going forward. So now we got to work. Now we got to go through death. Before it was paradise. Everything was
anymore.
purpose. Everything was perfect. You know what I mean? Now we got to go through things. Even women now, through labor. That's why women, when they're having babies, you go through much labor and pain because they ate from the tree of knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before
I
it
feel
wasn't
that
like
pain
that.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also when God, one of the God's judgment, he told the man, okay, since you disobeyed me, right, and you followed your woman, you ate the fruit from her. Now you're gonna have to work by the sweat of your brow. You feel me? Everything is not gonna be given to you no more.
Yeah,
You're gonna sweat. You feel me? You're gonna work.
for it.
And to the dirt you're gonna return. You gotta return back to the dirt. Right? And he taught the woman, since you did this, woman, you're gonna go through pain, through labor, right? Through childbirth. And now your how can I say it? Your you will have to come under your man's rulership. Now the man will rule over you. Feel me? That's what he told the woman. Now you got to follow your man's lead. Feel me? Because you listen to the serpent. You listen to the serpent. Serpent persuaded you. He deceived you. You took it to Adam and deceived him. You feel me?
Yes. Yep.
So now this is how I'm going to do it. This is the order of the family. Man, woman, child. You feel me? And God said that the man should be the head over the woman. Right? So, and that don't just mean that a man rule over you and just tell you what to do, boss you around. No. He's in subjection under God. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's in subjection to something. Man is in subjection to God. Woman is subjection to man. This is the order that God created it to be. You feel me? So with that, we have to play our roles. That means if I'm the head, God holding me accountable. I have to lead correctly. I got to deal with you correctly. You see what I'm saying? I got to love you correctly. The Bible say that a man should love a woman as he love himself, right? If you're not doing that, then you're not loving her properly, bro. You feel me? And you can't ask somebody to be in subjection to you or to really rock with you if you're not loving them like you love yourself. If a man really love you, he should be willing to die for you.
Most definitely he should.
You know what I'm saying? He should be willing to put anything on the line. You know what I'm saying? If y'all laying in the bed at night, somebody break into the house, who supposed to get up?
The man.
The man. He supposed to get up, go handle
And
that.
be the protector.
You feel me? Even if it cost him his life.
Yeah.
Or you're not a man, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
The role. That's
So
the role of a man, to be a
that's
protector.
that's your role. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, then you're not a man, right? So we can't expect women to do that. Like I said, we different. We got different functions. We got different.
We have different roles.
Yeah, we got different roles.
As male and female.
Yeah, and the more we understand how we to play our roles and understand it works together. There ain't no big me, little you, none of that.
Right.
It's just balance and order in the way God see fit to do it.
Yeah.
I think God, if he know best, like if he created us, he created man and woman. He understand our functions.
He does.
Then he also know how we should be in a relationship with each other. You feel me? And it's just the problem that the world is not pushing that. You know, especially in the black community, they're pushing be independent, especially for the women. Be
Yes.
independent, do it your own.
The independent, strong black woman.
The independent, strong black woman. You know what I'm saying? And we think, a lot of our women think that's something to be hurrah about. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
And I actually don't.
Right.
I don't want to be. I've been told before, oh, you a strong black independent woman. And I'm quick to be like, I don't want to be that strong independent woman. Like I would like some help in life. Life is hard. Like where is my husband at who's standing by my side helping me out through this through these rough times.
Right.
So I for 1 second don't look at this independent, strong black woman as a positive thing for me. I don't want to be independent. I want somebody to be able to lean on when times get tough or just lean on in general.
Absolutely.
Because it's hard to be independent.
Yes,
especially
it
in
is.
this world today. This world is really tough.
Right.
Everything.
And we're not created to be
and-
alone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's finances, bills is crazy.
Yep.
Inflation is
Oh my
crazy.
God, all of that.
You know what I'm saying? Just raising the kids alone is
kid-
crazy. That's a lot of work.
And I'm dealing with all of that. So
Right.
independent. I've been independent for too long, and it ain't no fun. Let me tell you.
Right,
Definitely need somebody in my corner to help me do this thing called life.
right. Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay, and what has been like some of your struggles as far as relationships go? Like, what are you seeing in some of the men that's making it hard to find a husband or take somebody truly serious?
Ugh. I just feel like a lot of men these days are just lacking the norm. From my experience, I just want the norm. I just want a man to have a good head on his shoulder.
Right.
I want a man to be able to support himself. I want a man, to have a job, have a place. Have a good head on his shoulder. I have kids, so I need a man who's going to be, good with kids, accepting of kids. Knows how to treat a woman, knows how to respect a woman,
Right.
knows how to talk to a woman.
Right.
And I'm just not finding that. I'm not going to settle. I've settled a lot in my lifetime. I'm 43 years old, and I have been settling a lot. And maybe like 4 years ago, I just sat down and kind of figured out what my issue was and why I was meeting men who weren't good for me and who weren't a good fit. And my issue was I just was settling. I wasn't putting my foot down when I came across a man who wasn't
Right.
able to fulfill my needs or give me what I wanted, respect me. And like I said, just give me what I need to have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
And I was just settling for that, and it wasn't working out, you know.
Right.
I should have been looking for certain things in a man, and I wasn't. I seen red flags, and instead of running away, I just accepted it.
Right.
So that was my thing too, is
Right.
accepting red flags and not taking the time to make sure that the man that I'm involved with is a good fit for me.
Right.
So like 4 years ago, I said, you know what? Enough of that. Like, I refuse to bring a man into my life. I refuse to be with a man if he can't give me everything that I need. Right. If he can't treat me how I want to be treated, then it's a no-go.
Right.
So I just had to learn how to respect myself, be patient, and wait until God brings me somebody who I know that is worthy of my time. So, it's all about being patient and, just not accepting anything.
No, you can't. Exactly. And that's how I feel like, because I've been there too. Same thing with women. You feel me? Like, I don't got crazy expectations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, it's like just to find the norm.
The
is
norm's
difficult.
not even
You know what
available
I'm saying?
anymore. Like, where's the norm at,
Where's the norm?
Just
you know
somebody
what
with
I
a
mean?
good head
Like,
on their shoulder.
Yeah. I just want a woman that's loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
First and foremost, loyalty. That's big with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You either for me or you for the streets.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a man of God. You know what I mean? Not perfect by far, but I do got certain attributes, certain things I strive to live by. And certain things are just not going to be acceptable. You know what I mean? You have to have standards, because I believe when you don't have standards, right, and you accept anything, that those little half relationships we be accepting,
Yes.
and those people that we know, okay, this guy ain't serious or this girl not serious, you know what I mean? But it's like a placeholder. She just a placeholder.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But that placeholder, the more you hold on to that placeholder, right? It's gonna be hard to find who really could be there for you.
That's very true.
And it'd be difficult. Why? Because sometimes it's hard to be alone.
Yep.
You know what I'm
don't want
saying?
to let that placeholder go.
You don't want to let that placeholder
You
go.
don't want
You know
that
what I'm saying?
emptiness feeling,
You get
so-
bored, you get lonely,
Right?
You're burning, you're hot. You know what I'm saying?
And we call 'em a
we got
placeholder.
we got real sexual needs in this body. You feel me? So it get hard, and you don't want to be alone, but you'll accept something that's really wasting your time. You feel me? Wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? You know you better than that.
Exactly. You deserve better.
You feel me? So
You want better.
you want better, but in order to get that, we got to move correctly and do it how God say. You feel me? And we got to know what attributes should I be looking for.
Right.
What is the man? What is the back to the roles? What is the man role? What should he be doing? He should be leading. He should have a job. He should have a way to provide, for sure. I ain't saying everything got to be on him, but a man should
Right.
be able to provide, bro. That's just what it is. Like I said from the beginning, when they fell from glory, God told the man, "You gonna work by the sweat of your brow."
Yes.
Right there, work is a godly principle, especially for men. You see what I'm saying? So if a man ain't willing to work, or he's sitting up just relying on you, that's a bad quality.
That's
you know what I'm
another
saying?
thing, yep.
That's one thing you definitely should
A
look
lot
for.
of these men be relying on these women for financial needs to be taken care of.
Right.
And wait, what's going on here? The roles are flipped. The man is supposed to be a provider. And like you said, not everything is supposed to be on the female, but first and foremost, I feel like when things get tough, a man should be able to provide and hold stuff down.
Absolutely.
And I was in a relationship where I felt it was vice versa. I felt like I was the man and he was the woman. I was taking
Yeah.
care of the bills. I was holding stuff down. I was making sure everything was getting done. I was taking care of the car. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Like,
Right.
at what point is my man supposed to be doing this?
Right.
Like, why am I doing this? And
Right.
I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. The roles are switched. We got too many females trying to play the male roles.
Right.
And we got too many males trying to play the female roles.
Right.
And it ain't gonna work like that.
Absolutely. And it's crazy that we even got this low. We didn't came
Right.
so far down in
Got
the
to this
standard
level.
for a relationship or a marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the standard is so low. You feel me? And it's like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So we got to do things to change that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like I said, all the answers right here in this Bible. You know what I'm saying? Once we understand the word, the Bible is our culture, especially we black, we the children of Israel, right? We God's chosen people. So in this Bible, it's our culture. And your culture is a certain way you do things as a whole, right? When you on the same page, it's like, you know, if we look at the Mexicans or something, right? You know, you might see one of them set up a taco stand on the streets. Next thing you know, it's going to be taco stands all over
Right.
the city. You see what I'm saying? Because they have a culture of doing that. They work together. They share information with each other. You see what I'm saying? They get a job or they might get a house and it might be 3 different families in there, right? But they'll do that, pay the bills, break it down together, and then go get another house. That's culture. And it's not just a couple of Mexicans. This is how they move as a people,
Yep, as a
right?
culture.
And that's where we lose in that because we don't have a certain code that we live by, that we move by.
culture.
We do, but it's a horrible code.
Yes.
You get it? It's a code that's not working, right?
Very true. It's
You
not
feel me?
working.
And we out of control in certain things. And one of the main things is the relationship and how we treat one another. You know what I mean? A man, God said in the Bible that man and woman supposed to deal with each other with due belovedness. That's loving kindness. You see what I'm saying? Which brings us to the next point is that a lot of people are getting into these marriages and relationships for the wrong reasons. You know, a chick might want to be with a dude just because he got money. You feel me? That's the wrong thing because a guy with money, yeah, he might have all this money and buy you all this stuff, but how he gonna treat you? Guess what? He got options. He gonna have all these different women he can lay with too.
How's he gonna respect you?
You see what I'm saying? He gonna treat you less than. He might treat you less than. You see what I'm saying? Not saying all of them will, but he gonna move differently. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna really be about you like that.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily just joining somebody and be with somebody because they got money. You feel me? You got to look for more than that. Is he a godly man? Do he follow God? You see what I'm saying?
Right. You should have expectations.
Yes. How does he treat me? You know what I'm saying? Am I a priority in his life? You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, back to Genesis, it said that when a man takes a woman, not even father and mother come before that. You got to put your woman first. You got to value your woman first, and the woman got to put the man first. Your cousin, your sisters, and all these other people should not come before the man or come before your woman. Your mother, your father should not be. You should not be going back and forth. Am I going to listen to my mama or I'm going to listen to my husband? No. You have to, once you become one, y'all are not a union. Y'all are a family. You feel me? Love your mama, love your daddy, but you ain't got no say so here. This my wife. You going to respect that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we got to be getting into relationships for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And on the man's side, we out here just moving like dogs. You see what I'm saying? We after the flesh. That's all we could see, right? Oh, she got a big booty. Oh, she thick. She this and that. You feel me? She's a bad chick. You feel me?
She's a baddie.
Yeah, she bad, but a bad chick come with bad habits. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly, yep.
So, oh yeah, she bad and all this, but guess what? She messing with Tom, Dick, Harry, and everybody else.
Yep.
Or she might want to sleep with your friends.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Or she don't know how to clean her damn house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or she don't know how to cook. She just lazy. Or she bad with children.
Yeah,
Don't
take care of her kids.
She don't take care of her kids. Or she don't know how to respect you. She bad, but she got a bad attitude too.
Right.
Nasty, mean spirited. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Don't know how to talk to you. Don't know how to treat you. Go out in public and she make an ass show. Make an embarrassment of you. You feel me? Loud, ratchet, ghetto. Don't know how to conduct herself around other people.
Yep.
Carry herself as a woman. You feel me? Because when you in that situation now, y'all both embarrassed. Y'all both looking like two clowns.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So if we stop just looking at the flesh, which, okay, you're supposed to have a beautiful woman. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a woman should
But what else
keep
does this
herself
beautiful
up.
woman bring to the table?
What other qualities are there?
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
Yep.
What other qualities? Is she going to be a help
that
me?
I'm looking for?
Right. Is she going to be a help me? You see what I'm saying? Can she help me with what I got going on. I know it's my job to carry the ball. I got to
Yeah.
lead, but my woman should be having my back. You feel me? And that
Yes.
might just be taking care of the household or making sure I'm eating it or talking to me when I'm going through difficult things in life. She could come to me and talk to me in a kind voice and help me figure things out or just persuade me and be a cheerleader to
Yep.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Having your back.
Be a cheerleader. Why you think football players, basketball players got cheerleaders? You see what I'm saying? For real. Nobody want to be a
Right?
cheerleader no more.
Yeah, we need.
The woman don't want to cheer no more.
I'm not a cheerleader. I'm a cheerleader 100%.
Yeah, man. And like,
I'm looking for my football member.
yeah, I think like a lot of women, like people underestimate how much value that is. You know what I'm saying? When you speaking life into a man or a nigga know you believe in him, he gonna go that much harder for you.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? He can't. Man, I can't lose. My woman believe in me. She
Right.
rooting
She
for
got
me.
my
She
back.
got my back.
She
You see what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
down.
I don't want to let her
Absolutely.
down, right? Because I'm her leader. You see what I'm saying? I gotta make sure we win for sure, and that make a
looking up to
man
me.
really go so much harder when a woman doing that. But what are we getting? We getting women that motherfucker can't even tell you good job. You know what I'm saying? Or you might affirm them all the time. Hey, princess, how you doing, queen? And she'll
Right.
never turn around and call you king.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
They
Like,
ain't complimenting back.
not complimenting back, not affirming back.
Not
Men, we like
supposed to.
affirmations too.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? I want to
Yep.
know I look good too, or I'm a king, I am royalty, and you see me as that. You
Yep.
respect me as
Doing
that.
your
You feel
thing,
me?
yeah.
Because I take a woman, you my princess. You know what I'm saying? You royalty. We really royalty. We really, and that comes from biblical who we are biblically. We really royalty. I'm talking to us, our people. We royalty. But it's like if it's hard for you to even say that or give me that,
Then
like, damn,
that's the issue.
what you rocking
we
with me
gotta
for?
compliment our men too.
you see what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? What are we doing? Like, I don't understand. I don't get that. And I also don't get like how people get in a relationship and be in competition with each other.
Yeah.
You know?
that part.
Like, how are we competing? It's not our job to compete with each other. If we together, you might help me. It's like you my
Right.
teammate.
Right.
We supposed to be
supporting each other.
We whooping the world. We beating the world up. You feel me?
We in this as a team.
And we building together, right? We building together.
Yes.
Family, we have children. We're building together. Businesses, we're building together. You see what I'm saying?
Very important to build with a
Buying houses, building together.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Traveling, going here, traveling the world. We building together. How can we build together if we're in competition with one another?
Very true.
You know what I'm
can't,
saying?
honestly.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. So
Gotta
these-
find somebody who wants to be your teammate. you know?
absolutely, for sure. And y'all do love and kindness with each other. Don't mean everybody don't have to play the same role. Everybody got to do the same thing. You feel me? It's like a key and a lock. If I'm a key, I'm gonna need a lock to put it into.
Yep.
You feel me? We both can't be two keys. It ain't
Exactly.
gonna.
We can't be doing the same. It ain't gonna work.
You're not
We
gonna get it.
clash.
You're not getting in. You're not. The,
We are
the
not
door's
getting
gonna
in.
stay closed. You feel me? You're out. You know what I mean? So
Right.
come on, man. We gotta.
We gotta lock this door so we gotta work together.
Yeah,
okay?
we gotta-
It's the only
we-
way we're gonna do is by working together.
Absolutely.
You know? Not
We got-
against each other.
We gotta work together. We gotta be, having each other back.
Gotta be a unit.
Absolutely, we gotta be a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, another thing is that, like I said, the relationships nowadays, a lot of them be so quick. What was your last relationship? How long was your last relationship? Real relationship?
My last relationship was with my son's father. It lasted for about 4 years.
Yeah.
But like I said, I wasn't looking for the right things. I just was like, okay, you like me, I like you. Okay, let's make it happen. Instead of taking a step back and being like, okay, well, what do you have going for yourself? What
Right.
can you offer me? Are we going to be a good unit? And if I would have did that, then I would have found out early that it wouldn't have worked. Like we were
Right.
butting heads all the time. But that was my fault for not taking a step back, really getting to know him before I, let him in my life, and we, built a relationship, ignoring red flags. He had a little temper and was yelling all the time. And instead of me falling back and being like, okay, maybe this ain't going to work, I just ignored it,
Right.
Like I said, I just was looking for somebody to connect with
Yeah.
instead of doing my part and getting to know him really well.
Right.
And after 4 years, I was like, you know what, this is enough. We have a son together. And all I was doing was just hurting him by us just constantly arguing. So I had to pull back, and I took like a whole year off from dating or talking to anybody and trying to figure out what I need in a man, what I want in a man, and refusing to accept anybody until I found that.
Right.
So
Right.
it was very important for me to find somebody who is going to meet everything that I need, who's going to be there for me, who's going to respect me, who's going to show me that they're always going to be there for me. And like I said, I most definitely want to get to know somebody inside and out.
Right. Absolutely.
So-
Yeah, and this is important too, that we gotta realize we gotta get off this Disneyland fairy tale
Yes.
type of mindset that a lot of us have. You know, we've been sold lies like, nah, relationship is hard. It's gonna be difficult.
hard.
You know what I'm saying? You're
Very
gonna go
hard.
through certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's why you take your time. You pick somebody you know it's worth it. You feel me?
Exactly.
Now it shouldn't
to
just
know
be
people, too.
toxic. You know what I mean? All the time. You feel me? Like no, but is it gonna be perfect all the time? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's not gonna be perfect all the time. It's gonna be ups and downs. You know what I mean? That's why you get married. They say for richer or poor, or better or worse. You see what I'm saying? That's a covenant. Marriage is a covenant before God. You feel me? That's where marriage comes from. It comes from the Bible, right? That's a that's like a contract agreement that you two have become one. You feel me? And when you go into that union, when you go into that marriage like that, God don't do divorce. You see what I'm saying? This world
Right.
tell you get divorced and break wedlock and stuff, but that's a serious offense to God.
People are quick to get divorces
Quick,
nowadays.
you feel me? It's
like that. You know?
It's like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I feel like a lot of that come from, you know, social media and looking at other people's lives and living this false reality, like that the grass is going to be greener on the other side.
Yep.
And then you go out there and you get your head busted again. You
It's
deal
not.
with this. Everybody got problems.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
We all got
You're gonna
problems.
find the perfect dude. You know what I'm
nothing
saying? It
for
don't
that.
exist. It's not real. Prince Charming is not coming riding on a white horse. It's just that's
He
not
don't
reality.
exist. He
It don't
sure don't.
exist. We all have issues, and the thing is that you take somebody that you know. First of all, y'all need to be like-minded. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to agree on
Gotta
stuff.
be on the same
you gotta be agreeable. Your woman has to be agreeable with you. You feel me? Y'all shouldn't be butting heads on everything. That's a bad sign. You know what I mean? That's a red flag. You know, if we never see eye to eye on nothing,
Yeah.
what are we doing together?
Then this probably ain't gonna work.
It's not gonna work. We need to be like-minded.
Yes.
Not saying we gonna everything just alike, but we need to be, especially in like serious matters,
Yeah.
like children.
Yeah, on bigger situations,
feel me?
we gotta be on the same page. you know?
Roles we gonna play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta
Yes.
we
We gotta see eye to eye, or
we
it's not
gotta
gonna
see
work.
eye to
You know,
eye, or it's
you
gonna
know?
cause a lot of issues. You
It
see what I'm
is.
saying? It's gonna cause a lot of issues. Now you in it. Now you're married. And now you want a divorce because
Right.
you know what I'm saying, you heard them got into this. You feel me? And let's be real. When we first start with somebody, you be in the honeymoon stage. Oh, it's,
Exactly.
You know,
It's all
sex is crazy.
butterflies and
you know,
head over heels.
You
Yep.
date, you go to a
Uh-huh.
5-star restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But that's
It's
gonna
all
come
fun.
down. That ain't gonna stay like
Yep.
that. You feel me?
Yep.
And that's when it start getting real and life start really
Mm-hmm.
coming and you gotta work and we ain't got time like we used to. You feel
Right.
me? These bills is real. We can't just take these expensive trips right now. Right? We can't do all this and then you seeing somebody else doing it, you want their life and thinking they
Yeah.
stuff is perfect, which a lot of times they don't be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
how
You
it
just don't know
appears.
how
Yeah.
you know, somebody might have a nice car or doing this, but you don't know how what they doing to obtain
Right,
it.
to
And
get
you don't know how much they are a slave to this thing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Might have a nice ass Benz or something, but man, you paying $1,200 a month. It's
Exactly.
killing you. You see what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
you can't be looking at what other people got like that's gonna be a big problem. That's definitely gonna hurt your relationship. You feel me? You gotta focus on you and your partner. You know what I mean? And what y'all got going on because guess what? Ain't nobody got it perfect. Everybody thugging.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We are raggedy and ratchet.
Right, yeah.
Everybody.
You got to be focused on your own relationship
Yeah.
too, not anybody else's. Focus on what
Exactly.
you and your partner got going and what you guys can do to build and make it better. Forget what everybody else got. That ain't your relationship.
Yeah,
you got to
exactly.
focus on each other.
Absolutely.
What you can do to be better.
Absolutely. So next subject we're gonna talk about, is how did we get to this point? You feel me? How did it become such a divide between the black man and the black woman? Cause like it really feel like we down there just enemies now. Like it's a lot of hostility. You feel
Clashing.
me? On both sides, a lot of strife because I believe like it's devils and demons between the black man and the black woman. And I say that because wherever there's a lot of confusion and strife, there's a devil there. You see what I'm saying? That's the work. That's how the devil operate. He brings a lot of confusion. He brings a lot of
Very
strife, and you feel me? God don't operate in that. God said, "I'm in the Bible." He said, "I'm not the author of confusion." He don't do confusion. He do understanding. You see what I'm saying? We have to be. We got to have understanding, but it's been so much confusion. And I think one of the main reasons is because we could start all the way back from slavery, right? Our people was in slavery, we know, right? Slavery rough, you know what I mean? Everybody knows slavery. So, but even in slavery, our people still getting married. You see what I'm saying?
True.
That's where all that hopping the
Still have a
broom
unit.
come from. You know what I mean? Jumping over the broom and things like that.
Yeah.
So they was still getting married, and they was living through the roughest times.
Right. And they still work together as a unit,
You
even
get
through
it?
all that.
So if they could do it back then, why are
Why
we
can't we do it now?
struggling so much now? You know what I mean? How can we not be together, you know, man and woman, black man, black woman together, raising the children? We having kids, but we not raising them together.
Right. That part.
You feel me? So, and then pre-slavery, even pre-slavery, starting out, they were still together. You know, they were still having homes. They were still doing marriage, right? But what changed? What changed? And what do you think changed? What do you think changed after pre-slavery? Like,
I just feel like the culture we live in is so different. Even when I was growing up, everything's just so different now. I feel like people just have a lot of freedom to talk how they want or do what they want,
Right.
which back in the day it wasn't so much like that. So I think that has a lot to do with that. We just living in different times now.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely,
people are just-
absolutely.
People just doing their own thing now. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely. So, you know, and there's a way that we got to that. So after pre-slavery, right, when you know, our people was never received reparations for what they went through. We're the only people on earth that never received reparations. And that word reparations is important because in that word is also repair. That's what it means too, repair, right? If you strip people of everything they have and you put them into poverty, wherever poverty is, there's crime. You feel me?
Yeah,
And that's when
very true.
when people cannot feed themselves or feed their family, their kids, look at your kids up here starving, you gonna go do whatever to get some money. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So out of slavery, we was never repaired, right? So now, and there was a lot of racist institutions going on. Couldn't get certain jobs, couldn't live in certain neighborhoods, right?
Yep.
So it wasn't so easy. So what did they do? They brung in welfare, right? They brung in welfare. They brung in housing, right? But there's certain rules to housing.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So they gave help, but the help was to destroy the black family.
Exactly.
You feel me? They oh yeah, we'll give you housing. You got kids, you have babies, we'll give you housing. But guess what? You can't have no man here.
Right.
The man can't be here. They literally used to come to the house and search the house and see if it was a man in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is like crazy. So it's like they gave certain incentives to the woman to not be with her man.
Right. Just the woman and the kids.
Yeah.
Only, not the
Yeah.
man.
And it was warfare. You know what I mean? And a lot of our people didn't know at that time. But now we live in a whole different time. We know now.
See
But a
now
lot
what
of
the
us still
issue
have
is.
that same mentality,
Very
right?
true.
To where they don't come and search the house like that no more. But the mentality is there. You know, a lot of black women, they'll tell their daughter, oh, yeah, don't depend on no man. You got to get your own. You got to do your own thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. You feel me?
Be independent.
Be independent,
strong black woman.
right? And that comes from the mindset that welfare, before housing, the woman, she knows she needed the man.
Yeah.
They had to make it together. Now it's like I got this incentive. Now I got the
Right.
government. It's like the government took the place of the black
Right.
man.
The man's not needed now,
I don't
right?
need him.
I
no
got
more.
government.
And
in
what do a
place.
lot of these women say? I don't need no man.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man. I don't need no man. You feel me? And
I'm
that's
independent.
I'm independent. I got my own thing. You feel me? Whatever. But you don't need no man. But you sleeping with all these different dudes though. You got all these babies, but you
Right.
you don't need no man though, right? So
You
it's
don't
like,
even know it, sis. You do need a man.
you do need a man, right? And the man
Yes.
needs the woman.
Very true.
Like, what are
I
we
need to
talking
believe in
about?
that. We need each other.
We need each other.
We need each other, but we need good black men and good black women
Absolutely.
as well, though, to become a unit.
Can you imagine
You know?
a world with just all women?
Yeah.
Or can you imagine the world
Just
with just all men?
no.
Oh man, it's gonna be war.
Big time war. The men need the women need the men. Point blank. Period.
You feel me?
Yes.
But the government was very instrumental on making us believe in our culture that the women I don't need the man.
Yes.
You feel me? So, okay, you tell me I don't need you. I got this. I'm doing my own thing, and then. But brothers start getting in. I'm walking away. I don't,
Right.
You know,
You don't
now
need
I don't
me?
want to take
Okay.
care of my kid. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't need because I feel no value. You know what I'm saying?
not needed.
I'm
I'm
not
right here.
needed. I'm not needed. She no longer needs me. You know, she got this. She getting the government to help her. She got housing. She got EBT.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
All
So
that.
it's a scripture in the Bible say, unto the daughters of my people, it says, unto the daughters of my people, they have said, peace, peace. But there was no peace, right? Or help. There was no help though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta pull that scripture. But it says to the daughters of my people specifically, they have said help, but there was no help because the help that they gave was meant to destroy. It wasn't no real help. You feel me?
That's very true,
they giving you something,
Right.
but they know that this is going to destroy y'all as a people. This going to break
Yeah.
the union, and
taking
that's how
something
you
in
destroy
return.
a nation of people is by destroying the family. The family is the nucleus
Right.
to having a strong nation of people. You feel me?
Yes.
So now we look at us, what we got going on. We killing each other. We don't respect our women. You know what I'm saying? They got the women out here looking crazy. Every black woman got to be a whore. You know what I mean? She got to be out there twerking and just
Exactly.
sleeping with all these different dudes and using this nigga for that, using this man. You feel me?
Yep.
Some niggas don't want to take care of their kids, and that's nothing I look fondly about. You know what I'm saying? All my partners know. But you got kids, but take care of your kid, bro. That shit, it's not smoothie with
absolutely.
us, bro. Like, nah, bro, you a sucker.
Take care of them kids.
You know what I mean? Take care of your kids, bro. That's your bloodline.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Do
your
it for your
legacy.
kids.
You feel me? Like, and not only with the boys, boys need to see their father do certain things. See their father get up and go work a job. See their father treat their mother a certain way.
Yes.
How to treat a woman and how to pick a good woman.
Yes.
But also the daughters. The daughters need to see,
yes.
they need to have a father. They got the woman, right? Which is good, but you need to, as a daughter, you need to see, how does my father treat my mother?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
So
need to
that way,
see
when
that.
you grow up, you know what qualities to look for.
And as somebody who lacked a father growing up, even a father role model, a male role model, period, I know that has affected how I choose my relationships, you know, not seeing how a man is supposed to treat me. I mean, I know now, but as a young kid, that really affected me and how I picked the men that I dealt with. I didn't have a father. I didn't have that positive role model male to show me, look, this is what you look for in a man. This is how a man is supposed to treat you. I was never visually able to see that.
Yeah.
You know, and unfortunately that affected, you know, some of these men that I picked. I didn't know what to look for. I just was like a lost girl with no sort of male influence, you know. So that's very important for a man to be there for his daughter and also for young boys too, you know.
Sure.
Young boys need to see how they're supposed to be shaped and molded as they're growing up. They need to see that positive male role model in their lives, you know, so that they can grow up and be positive males as well. So it's very important for the father role in the children's life,
Yes, absolutely.
male and female.
Absolutely, yeah. And I grew up a single mother household as well, right? You know, my mother pretty much raised me, but I knew my father. My father was there, you know, he just had his own house and stuff, and I go see him every so often. I never lived with him consistently like that. I lived with him consistently like for 1 year. You feel me? But my father was a good man, you know what I'm saying? He hardworking man, you know, he ended up building his own company. You feel me? From scratch, a security company.
Yeah.
And from that, he went and bought a house in San Diego, expensive San Diego, right? He did his thing for sure. But at the same time, you know, like you said, growing up, I went out there taking women and not seeing certain things. You know, it's like going out there headless, right? Or just, you know, shooting yourself into the dark.
Yeah.
And then you got to learn certain things by going through certain relationships, but that's going to be a lot of pain.
Exactly.
And a lot of time wasted, you know what I'm saying?
That was my situation. I wasted many years dealing with foolish men because, you know, I didn't know what to look for.
Right.
I didn't have my head on straight enough to be like,
Absolutely.
no, my father then showed me that this is not how you're supposed to treat me. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, no, I didn't have that. So I had to go through a lot of heartbreaks. You know, a lot of men treat me like crap or, you know, to finally be like, wait a minute, this ain't how it's supposed to be. A man shouldn't treat me like this. And you know what? You shouldn't shouldn't accept this. Like, you are too grown and you are too beautiful of a woman to accept a man treating you like this. Like, you need
Absolutely.
to have some standards. And like I said, didn't come from a father, but just from trial and error, from experience. You know, I finally learned that
Yeah. That's
I
what I'm
need
saying.
to accept a man who's going to treat me right. And if you're not, then
Right.
you know what? I'm not going to have you in my life.
Yeah,
That,
and
you know,
and
that's
it
simple.
just, them relationships could be so draining. You know
Very.
what I mean? It takes a lot out of you, and then a lot of people, where we at, a lot of people get to a point where they just over it. They don't even want to.
Yeah.
They don't even want to do relationships no more. Married, they still want the sex, but
Right. All the relationships.
now we
is a
just
headache,
out here
like,
fornicating. You know, we having sex without no agreement, or we're not planning to build with each other.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what sin is. That's a sin. You feel
that's
me?
true. Very true.
God wants us to have relationships. You know, he wants us to be together. You know, it's a scripture in the Bible that says, when you got a woman and she got a man, defraud not each other. Like, that means do not withhold sex from each other.
Yes.
Because when you do that, you give the devil a chance to come in and to tempt. And what happens when a man or woman get tempted? It might be a coworker on the job that's hollering at her every day, and then you ain't giving up, you ain't playing your role,
Ain't doing
and
the
now
job at home.
now she
Somebody else
goes
gonna
she
come
goes
in and
cheat.
swoop in and
You
do
see what I'm
it.
saying?
Yep.
So we're not supposed to defraud each other. So, you know, God wants us to have sex. He wants us to do it the correct way, though.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's a real union between man and woman, not just going out here one night stands. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
sleeping with somebody, and you know you ain't got no plans for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what really constitutes a marriage, is the sex. You know what I mean? The Bible say when a man takes a woman and he knows her mean he laid with her. You know what I'm saying? Once he do that, you are to take that woman under your wing. That's now your woman. You feel me? And if you don't do it like that, then it's fornication. You
Yeah.
feel me? So
Yeah, a lot of people that ain't doing it like that.
a lot of people. You know,
people.
and that's why we got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about what's really going on in the culture. You feel me? And it is real. Like, and I've been there for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no fake talk. This real. You know, I'm speaking from experience. Went through a lot of relationships, and this person and that person. Like I said, it just become very draining. And like I said, like, a lot of things could have been avoided if my father kind of put me on game more. You
Yep.
feel me? Like, we didn't have too many he taught me a lot of stuff. But as far as the women, I don't remember
nobody
having
really
too many
talking about the
conversations
women.
about
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
That's an important conversation too to have with the son.
Yeah,
So,
you know what I'm saying? He ain't really put me on,
Put
like,
you
make
on.
sure you take a woman, you know, that carry herself right, and you know,
Right.
she might look good, son, or she might even dress classy, but she might be a
But
hoe.
looks ain't everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She might be. You gotta look for
Yep,
certain
you
things.
gotta be cautious
Make
about
sure you
that.
take a woman. You know what I mean, that acts feminine, carry herself like a lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you take a woman that's kind. You see what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in this and that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, and then my mama ain't really do it. You know, she a woman. She ain't really.
Yeah.
She you know, she don't really. she ain't gonna really
father's
tell me
job.
the
Right.
worst things about women. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like how they could be subtle and sneaky and.
All that stuff.
see what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like-
that's dad's role right there.
So that wasn't really installed into me, and you know, and that's not installed into you. You pay a price, and I feel like
you really do.
as we raise our children, we have to be honest with them.
Yep.
You know, we got to be honest with them. We got to be honest with how we treated people, how we was treated, and what to look for, what not to look for, and how you supposed to treat a woman, how the woman supposed to treat you.
Right.
And be real, like, no, everybody ain't smoothie out
Nope.
here. You know what I'm saying? It's people out here that'll bust your head, bruh.
Very
You
true.
be whole in love, and they'll break your heart, rip it out, and won't give it down, won't even think twice.
Oh man, if I had my heart broke plenty of times.
Me
so
too.
I know all about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm
I know
saying?
all
So
about that.
we got to change the culture, and this is how we start by having these conversations and talking to our children and keeping it real with them. You feel me? So they could do better. You know what I mean? We got to change the culture. You know what I mean? And because it's very detrimental. And that's why this is one of the main reasons why we toe up as a people. Is why we struggling. It's why we don't have businesses like everybody else. You look at these other nations; they have businesses. They're building together. Why? Because they got families. You see what I'm saying? They got culture. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They still getting married. You see what I'm saying?
Strong
They
culture,
being
building
together. They
kids.
raising their children together. But they telling us what? Oh, black women, just do it by yourself. Raise the kids by yourself.
Exactly.
And it's not working.
You're right. It's not.
We struggle. We thugging like, and everybody act like it's no.
Yes.
I mean, I hear a lot of dudes. Some dudes say, "Oh yeah, my mama was my daddy and my father." No, she wasn't.
Yeah,
Your mama
no.
can't be your daddy, bruh.
Absolutely
You
cannot.
feel me?
Me as a single mother, I already know. I know. I have
Yeah.
a 5-year-old son, and I'm just like, I cannot do the role of dad, so
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try. Like,
Yeah.
I need some help.
And I
Like, I'm
understand,
first
you know
to
what I'm saying?
admit it.
Sometimes a woman might get a dog dude that, and a nigga that don't want to step up and play his role. You feel me? And to the single woman that's going through that, I understand your struggle. I understand, you know,
Yeah.
what you're going through, and we salute that. You feel me? If you got to carry the ball, then carry the ball. But
Yeah.
make sure if you still dating or you still, make sure you just choose better, because you can't
Absolutely.
keep this person, that person. Don't be so quick to hop in the bed with somebody. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Really get to know them. Spend some time to get to know them. You know what I mean? Because it's all fine and daddy at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And like you said, the red flags, when you know,
Right.
it's
When you
going
see
so
the
good,
red
you get to
flag,
ignoring
right.
them. Stop ignoring the red flags.
Ignore the red flags too many times.
Oh, me, bro. Like, boy, I'd
Yes.
ignored some
Pay
red
attention to the
flags and be
red
like,
flags,
boy, like,
man.
yeah, it'd be crazy, man. I had this
Very
one girl,
crazy.
you know, man, she was my type. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Big booty, nice shape, pretty face. You feel me? But when I seen her, she had a stone on her neck. You feel me? And I'm like, what's that
Red flag.
stone right there? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's that stone on your neck? You ain't no witch, is you? So, no, I ain't no witch. I'm like, all right. All right. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye open, but go to her house. She got the sage burning and stuff. You feel me? She got crystal books and stuff.
Sage,
It's just
okay.
little signs. I'm like, damn. And I'm keeping it real. I love God. Like, whoop, whoop,
Right.
whoop. You feel me? And I'm thinking, like, you know, if somebody is on that witch, she won't want nothing to do with me. She absolutely gonna want something to do with you.
Right.
Because they goal is to get advantage of a person that's following God, manipulate them and use them. You feel me? Because you naturally gonna be moving with love and kindness. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I'm naturally gonna play my role. And it's valuable to you to take from that. You feel me? So
Take from that.
ignored the signs and stuff, bruh. We was in a relationship. We started having troubles. You know what I mean? Trouble started rolling around. I'm trying to read the Bible with her. And she told me she loved God. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, let's read the Bible.
Read the Bible. You love
When
God.
we get to reading the
okay.
Bible, face all frowned up. I mean, we could do everything. We could go out. We could have fun. We could go on trips, and we could binge watch shows and all
Yeah.
that. But we could have great communication. When it come to the Bible, it's like you just stale faced and you know,
Okay.
like you don't really want to do this.
Wanna
You feel me?
engage
So
in
I'm
it.
like, damn,
Okay.
what's going on? You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
talking like that. What's up?
up,
You all right? You
sis?
good? Like, this is something I really care about. This is
Right.
something this is my passion. You feel me? I'm acceptable to your passion. You like
Right.
all that weird fairy tales and fantasy stuff, right? I watch the
That
show
stuff,
with you. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because I'm sharing. I
Right.
compromise.
That's what you're into.
It may not be what I'm into, but you're my partner. Why wouldn't I
Right.
pay
You gotta
attention
be
to what you
engaged
like
with your
and what you
partner's
care?
engaged too. Okay.
You see what I'm
okay,
saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, but when it came to the word, it was like that. It was that type of energy. So I'm like, damn, what's going on?
Right.
Then I started realizing every time I pray, she could never say Jesus' name. Like, you know, you say, oh, in Jesus Christ's name I pray,
Right.
amen. So I'm like, what's going on? Why you can't say Jesus? Why you can't say the name?
No Jesus, huh? Red flag. Red flag.
I'm like, oh, I just don't pray like that. That's not how. What you mean? Like,
Wait, how's she pray then?
just amen or whatever at the
That's
end.
it.
You
No
feel
Jesus.
me?
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it ain't no. You're not gonna say the name. And,
Yeah.
and there's the scripture in the Bible that say, you know, anybody that's like against the name or have a problem confessing that Jesus is Lord, that He came and died for our sins, that's the spirit of the Antichrist. So I'm already knowing these
okay.
scriptures in the back of my
Yeah.
head. Now this woman telling me, I just
what's
pray
up.
like that. That ain't what I do. Like, what you mean? What's the problem?
Right.
And I'm your man. I'm leading you. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you with these
To
bills.
follow.
You see what I'm saying? I'm helping you with your little
Follow
son
suit.
and everything.
Right.
Why you
Follow
can't
your
follow
role.
me with this?
Exactly.
And you know
What's
this what I
going
care
on?
about, and that's what I know.
Yeah.
This what I do. This ain't no guess for me. You see what I'm saying?
That's your
I
thing.
know the importance of confessing Jesus Christ's name. It's very important. You feel me?
Yes.
That's our way to salvation. You see what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
and that's the only thing the demons and devils fear. That's the only thing they fear. You know what I'm saying? They don't fear us.
Absolutely.
They fear the Lord, the
Power
God
of
that's
the
in
Lord.
us. You see what I'm saying? So, man, we going through that, man. Right? So, around Christmas time, I don't even celebrate Christmas. She do whatever, right? She got the tree and all that stuff. I'm like, man, all right, whatever. I ain't,
Okay.
you know, she do some stuff like this. She buy me a coat, right?
Okay.
A nice coat, rock star coat, right?
Okay, for Christmas? Okay.
Yeah, but it was with my money.
Oh, wait, what? How's that work?
had
She
me
ain't buy
send
you
us-
nothing
She
then.
sent me some money, said it was something else, and she ended up buying the gift.
Really?
Yeah, because she know I wasn't too big on Christmas, but it was
no.
manipulation. It's like, damn, so you know, somebody buy
That
you
don't
a
count.
gift.
Yeah.
Now you gotta buy him a gift.
Right. Well, I thought that's how it works, but
So look, she bought me the coat. I'm like, man, all right, now I gotta get her. So I don't need to celebrate this stuff, but
okay.
I'm in a relationship.
Right.
I'm gonna compromise.
Exactly. I feel it.
Man, I'm in the room. I'm thinking when I'm gonna get this girl, and she got some purses on the shelf, right? I'm like, all right, let me see what these purses is. Maybe I get her a new purse. Since I know she like this brand. Man, I go pick up one of the purses heavy. I'm like, what is this? What's going? I open it up, and it's a book, Witch's Guide to Self-Care.
Whoa.
I'm like,
wait,
bruh,
what?
I'm like,
Witches.
Witch's Guide to Self-Care. I'm like, oh.
No.
And she got it hidden in her purse.
And she hid it.
She got
too,
all
'cause
the
she
other books on the
knew.
shelf.
She
You feel me?
knew.
So man, I confronted her
except
about
for
like, what's
that
this?
one.
What's going? You feel me? Man, you know, demons came out then. She, why are you in my stuff? What you mean? Why are you hiding this? We got a whole household together. What do you mean?
That was meant for you to find.
Yeah, because I really went searching to do something
Right.
good to her, but God revealed it to me. You see what I'm saying? And I'm
Yes.
wondering why you got pounds saying the name Jesus. Why you looking crazy when I'm in the Bible?
Right.
What's
This
going
ain't her
on?
thing. That's not her thing.
You feel me? Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I bring that up and I tell you that story to say it's important. Don't ignore the red flags because they
Exactly.
definitely was here. You feel me?
It was there.
But
all
I'm, you know,
along.
I'm lusting, big old googly eyes, all that.
I've been there.
And
so.
I ignored things that I should have took serious. You feel me?
Yep.
So we got to make sure we don't move like that because that's gonna cost you, man. The red flags come back
sure,
to bite
yeah.
you.
Yeah, don't wait too long too, because you wait too long, then the feelings start getting deeper and deeper, and then
Exactly.
you see more and more, and you know it's
Yeah.
harder to ignore them. So
Yep.
that's why I
Now
got like a person got like you got like 3 chances. I see 3, I'm like, all right, it's a wrap. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I
hell
see
yeah.
3 red flags. I gotta go.
For sure,
you know,
for sure.
some
Yeah.
red flags you can kind of be like, okay, that's a red flag, but it's minor. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
too many of them red flags and they serious. I'll be like, nah,
Yeah.
I got to bounce.
Absolutely. Another thing is that us as a people, we have a loss of identity. You feel me? We don't know who we are. We literally lost children of Israel. You know what I mean? And we lost because we don't have no knowledge of who we are and who our God is and how we supposed to operate that relationship. You feel me? And that's very detrimental. So now we have a false identity, right? We got a lot of things. Like I said, I read the Bible. Before we came to this country, our people didn't live like this. You know, they was getting married, right? The people of Israel, they was very to themselves. Like if you wasn't Israel, you wasn't Jew, you wasn't Israelite, they wasn't really dealing with. They wouldn't even sit down and eat with you.
Right.
They was low key very bougie. Like they'll look down on you like we ain't rocking. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you can't sit with
They
us.
would, but in a way that was like good because at least they was together. So they did business with each other. They built houses together. They was very close knit. You feel me? They did marriage. They wasn't doing all this partner this person or be with somebody and then you breaking up and leave and then you just
Yeah, they
hopping to
stuck-
somebody
they stuck
else.
together.
You know what I mean? It was very they understood the culture and they did it a certain way, right? Which made them a strong nation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a time where Israel, you couldn't touch them people. Like that was the strongest nation on earth. They was leading the world, right? But through being hard headed and stubborn, going against God's will, trying to worship other gods, they ended up, God said, okay, since you don't want to serve me correctly, you don't want to be a people unto me. I chose y'all above all nations on the earth. Since y'all don't want to be a people unto me, go ahead and serve them other nations in a land that's not your own. You're going to go into captivity, right? Because you're not willing to do what I'm asking you, right? You're not willing to play your role. Y'all doing heck of sins against me. The only way I'm going to get your attention is by sending you through some things. That's where we at here in America, right? But now that we're here in America, we have taken on certain things that are not our culture. You feel me? Homosexuality, that was not our culture. We learned this from these other nations. You see what I'm saying? All that stuff come from Rome and Europe. That's where that stuff really originated at. Sodom and stuff like that, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't our culture, but now we the face of it. You know what I mean? Anything negative, they make black people the face of it, right? And every black show, they got some gay dude on there doing the most, being dramatic. The reality TV shows, VH1 like that,
Yeah, the
gay
girls
dudes and the whores, you feel me? So
Yep.
they have gave us a false identity. You know what I'm saying? They turned our women into whores. And how did they do this? Through the music, rap music and television, you know, showing us certain images, you know, even movies like Boys in the Hood, showing us certain images of this is how black people are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just giving us negative
Images,
images.
yeah.
You feel me? Even all the slave movies they put out, it's like, bro, okay, nigga, we wasn't just always slaves. Y'all lying.
Right.
We was them people before we came here. But you want to keep showing us and remind us to make us think that's all we come from.
Right.
Now I don't value myself. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at other nations and I want to be like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to, like, you know, a lot of niggas go to the league and they get white girl. They want to be like the white man. You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
Because they don't value who they are.
Who they are.
Because all they told us, y'all just come from
Yeah.
slavery.
Negative,
Y'all ain't been nothing but
you
niggas
know,
and slaves.
stuff,
You feel me? When we got the richest, deepest hit culture
Right.
in the world. A lot of our culture, they doing our culture. Like they, excuse me, they work together, build businesses together. You feel me? Like that's how we was rocking. Every major city got a Chinatown. You feel me? And if I'm not Chinese, I can't go.
Right.
I can't just go set up a business over there.
Exactly.
You feel me? Why? Because I'm not their people. And you can't say they racist. That's just how it is, bro.
Yeah.
They building with each other. Why are we not doing that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Why can't we get that? You
Right.
feel me? So, rap music has been very detrimental. I believe that's the main
Rap music.
source of this false identity that we have. You feel me? Like I said, the dudes now, we look at our women as whores. You feel me? We have no women. We have no problem prostituting them out. If we prostitute them out, oh, I'm a pimp, that's cool.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
That's horrible thinking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your woman is supposed to be sacred. That's supposed to be for you.
Right.
And not supposed to be something that you share with other men.
Right. Supposed to protect your woman.
You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be for you. This is the woman that's gonna birth your children,
Right. That's
your
your queen.
legacy, your bloodline. So why would you share that with somebody else for some money? You feel me? But through rap music and through certain movies,
We see that it's okay. That's how it's
we
supposed to
see
be.
it's okay. You
That's
feel
the
me?
mentality of the black
we got it in
man,
our head.
you
You
know?
know what I mean? Even the rap with the females, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, they telling these young girls, oh yeah, be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? F that nigga. F my baby daddy, Sexy Red. Oh my God.
Oh, she's the worst.
Oh my God, just ridiculous, a complete
All those
abomination.
lyrics.
You know what I'm saying? I seen Glorilla said something the other day. She said, oh yeah, it was a tweet. You know what I mean? It ain't even just in the music no more. Now they talking, they putting out messages like they prophets, right? I think every girl should have at least 5 dudes.
Oh, I
You
seen
saw
that one
that?
too. I did.
I'm like, bro, like, why are you saying this? Like, are you
Right.
serious?
Exactly.
You feel me? And they be like, oh, they just playing, or no, you're not playing, because
Yeah,
it's little
she's-
girls that's looking at that and
Who
they
was
think
like,
it's
oh,
okay.
Let me get me, yeah.
You feel
Let
me?
me get me 5.
And that ain't never been
Influencing
something
these
cool.
young females.
Yeah, anytime a woman, especially in the Bible, anytime a woman dealt with multiple men, she was
Yeah.
considered a whore. But now they
true.
saying they queens. You
Right.
can't be a queen and a whore.
Which one is it?
What
Yeah.
make you queen is your sacred, your virtue. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What make you a queen is that you not exclusive to everybody. You
Right.
everybody can't have you.
Exactly.
You rare. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
How you carrying yourself?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're not easily accessible. That's what give you value.
Right.
But now they telling the value to the women is in
Right.
having all these different
men.
dudes. They calling
Now you
themselves
value.
pimps now. Oh, I'm a
Yeah.
pimp. I ain't a whore. I'm a pimp. No, you're a whore because you're sleeping with all these dudes. You feel me?
Exactly.
You're not a pimp. Yeah, you might be using them, and you got tricks and stuff, but you still a whore because you giving out your
Absolutely.
womb
Yeah,
to
you're
all
still
these
a whore.
different dudes. You see what I'm saying? So
Very true.
that's been like, I think, the most detrimental thing. It's in the music. Music is very powerful. It's very spiritual, right? And music, it could cut any way, just like the internet, anything else. It could cut
Yeah.
either way. It could do good or it could do bad.
Yep.
You feel me? And unfortunately, Black people, even though we make the music, we don't control the music industry, right? We not picking. I can't go sign nobody to a record deal and give them all this money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most of us Black folks, we don't have the money like that. We're not set up like
Right.
that. You got very few people like Master P or P. Diddy, or these guys that have been in the game so long now, they can kind of do their own thing, but they still be signed to certain labels and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So who's running these industries? And most of them are Jewish people, right? And they know if I take a rapper like Sexy Red, even though music ain't even that good, you look horrible, right? You ratchet
Ratchet as hell.
right? And there's a million other better female rappers out there, right?
Yes, there
but
is.
I'll take her and put her up because she gonna do the work that I want her to do. She gonna send out that message. She gonna pervert all the little girls and think it's okay to
Big
be a hoe.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, singing
It's
those
okay
lyrics,
to be,
not even knowing what
it's
they
okay to get STDs and stuff like that. When that became cool, what are y'all talking about? What is going on?
That has never.
Man, I never
Never
thought I
been
would see
cool.
it get like this crazy though, right? Is it not
Oh,
crazy nowadays?
that's insane. Like
Like what? Like
that's
what?
insane. That's a good thing now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Come on,
Yeah.
man. And I had a girl trying to persuade me, like, oh no, she just, she bringing awareness to it, and she just trying to, she just relating because there's a lot of people out here just catching it. No, she's
wait, what?
glorifying it.
Yeah.
She's glorifying it. She making it okay.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, everybody getting it, so it's okay for me to go out here just have unprotected sex, get all these STDs, spread that stuff around,
Right.
because everybody doing it.
So it's okay. No,
You
no,
get
no,
it?
no,
You trying to
no.
make that culture, and it's
right.
like,
Sending out the wrong message.
really? That's what we doing?
That's what we on now, huh?
That's what we on, like.
Sad.
That's crazy. Like, so, yeah, it's very crazy with that,
Sad
man.
world we living in.
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
think
Sad
the
world.
music we listen to is very important. You
It
know what I'm
is.
saying? What kind of music you listen to?
I listen to like a lot of R&B, honestly. Like
Yeah.
her is probably one of like my favorite artists, honestly.
her is very dope.
I ain't gonna lie, I do listen to some of the ratchet females.
Right.
But I listen to the radio and it's on. I can't help it. But
Right.
as an older woman who I'm not gonna let the music influence me. I hear
Right.
these words and these lyrics, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But I'm not, I'm
Right.
old enough to not be like, okay, let me get on my little ratchet. Let me,
Exactly.
F my
think for
baby
yourself.
daddy and all that. Like I'm
Yeah.
smart enough to not let this music influence me. But I do hear it, and I do have like young kids,
Mm-hmm.
and a daughter. So I am kind of cautious about what she listened to and how it's like influenced her, because I know times have changed. So these young kids, we got to be cautious about, and make sure that we're on top of it. But
Absolutely.
me, I most definitely don't let these lyrics affect who I am or change who I am as a person. Like no matter what I hear or what I see, like I'm always going to be me. No one can ever change me or persuade me to be a different person.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. You think for yourself.
I think for myself. I can
Yeah.
hear whatever, see whatever, but I guarantee you nothing's going to persuade me to, oh, that's okay. Oh, I can have 10 dudes now. That's okay now in the world. Like, no, I'm still going to just,
Right.
be who I
Absolutely.
am, stick to my morals and stick to my values,
Right.
So
and that's one of the things that give you value. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You're gonna think for yourself, and
Always.
you're not gonna let people steer your mindset, and you're not gonna just hop on every fad. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like, but a lot of the women, even like I be looking at women like whole nurse. You a whole nurse, but you out here ratchet. You trying to be the whole. You feel me? It's like, damn, hold on.
Right, who are you?
supposed to be, a standard in the community.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be something that the little girls can
Yeah.
look up to. I want to be like her. I want to be a
Represent
nurse.
yourself
So
a
I want
certain
to
way.
be
Yeah.
a doctor or a lawyer or something. But they on the same time. They letting Glorilla and them tell them what time it is.
Right.
You feel me? It's like, damn, what's going on? Like, that's crazy to me, man. So, the music is very, is very, very serious. So, we talked a lot about the issues, right? But this podcast, a lot of people talk about these issues, but not so much from a biblical aspect of it, right? And a lot of people, like I said, they talk about it, but a lot of times they don't get solutions. You know what I mean? And I
That's
like
true.
to not only break problems down, but come with a solution. You feel me? Like what? So we got to figure out like what are some of the solutions? Like what are some of the things we could do better? To have more healthier relationships, to make marriage the goal, and to start building strong Black families. You feel me? And I think one of them is just coming back to the culture. Like I said, coming back to the biblical culture, understanding the word and doing it how God see fit. You feel me? And that means man playing his role. Back to the roles. Man playing his role, right? That means being a leader, right? And being a protector. You feel me? Which is masculine. That's masculine traits. That's
Absolutely.
for men to do. Woman, being a helper, being nourishing, giving love and kindness, taking care of your household and stuff.
Supportive.
That's feminine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to get back to those roles, you know what I mean, as a
Yeah.
people. And I believe if we start doing that, that's going to change a lot of things.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We got to want to play our roles again. You feel me?
A lot of men lack masculinity, and a lot of women lack femininity. So,
Absolutely. And a lot of men lack the masculinity because they was raised without their fathers.
true.
You feel
Just
me?
raised
So
in single
nigga don't know how to carry
households.
himself like a man.
Yeah.
He going out in the streets and getting influenced either at school or
Right.
by gangs or whatever else. And nigga don't love you like your daddy gonna love you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He gonna send you on some bull. He gonna tell you some bull stuff to do that could probably possibly cost you your life or your freedom a lot of times. You feel me? So we got to get the fathers back in the household. You know what I'm saying? And we got to stop being so quick to, especially once we have children, just throwing my partner away. No, y'all have baby. Y'all need to stay together.
Yes.
You got to work that out. You need to figure it out.
Yes.
You feel me? You lay down. You had a kid with them. Man, make that work.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Or we also too got to make sure before we make these kids that we're making them with partners who we want to stick with as well. A lot of us is just having kids and not even looking at qualities and traits that we want in the opposite sex. You know,
Right.
It's just like, oh, I wasn't even wanting to be with her like that, but we got a kid, and you know, so we got to make sure that we are with partners
Right.
who we want to be with long term before we are making these babies.
Absolutely.
You know, so we
Stop
can raise
being
them
so
together.
simple.
You
Stop
know,
just,
exactly.
getting your thing going.
Right. Let's get
feel
this
me?
together before we making these kids.
Yeah, you
know?
got to start thinking about stuff.
sure
And I think another thing is to ask honest questions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of times people be avoiding the real conversation because you might offend somebody.
Right.
Or you might see that y'all not really lined up, so you won't talk about certain things because you don't want to mess up the flow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, later on, that stuff still going to come up.
It's going to be an issue later on if you don't deal with it now.
Now you got kids
now it's even
and
harder,
you see how this person is and how they think and you don't
Yep.
like it. Now you ready to go.
Right. You got to be upfront in
Up
the
front.
beginning. You
Be
know,
real.
keep it real.
Like, yeah.
Let the person know what you own.
Absolutely.
What you expect, and vice versa.
Yeah,
you know?
like
Just gotta keep
if
it
I'm
real.
dealing with a woman, I feel like I can't be like real with her, or if I say something, she easily offended, or
Right.
she just shuts down. That's red flags for me. It's like, okay, you know, I'm asking real questions because I
Right.
really want to see where your mind at, because I probably got a plan for you.
Right.
But I got to make sure we on the same page.
Before we go any further. Yeah.
You feel me?
Makes sense.
And
Yep.
if you shutting it down to where we can't have that conversation, or you making it
flag.
like,
It's a
I'm
whole-
being an
it's-
a-hole
it's an
because I'm
issue.
asking these questions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman dating me, vet me. You know what I'm saying? See
Yeah.
where my mind at. See where my plan at.
Right.
See
See
how
what.
what's my future looking
Right.
like.
You got to make
See
sure that
how-
you're with somebody who wants the same thing that you want. Some of these dudes don't be wanting a relationship, and then some of the women do,
Right.
and then vice versa. You got to make sure that you're on the same page, because you can be looking for different things. Like, oh, I didn't know you was looking for this. I just was trying to kick it with you, and that's it. So it's
Yeah.
important
Yeah.
off top to kind of be like, especially
Yeah.
older. Like I'm, the older generation too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just looking for no little, hey, let's just hang out, It's
Right.
like, where's your head at, And if you ain't
Yeah.
on that, I respect that,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
cool.
But just, I got to know off top.
Do
so
your
I'm,
thing.
right.
I'm just do it over there. I'm gonna
Exactly.
do me. Like, I don't got
you
time.
do you and I do me. Now I know, and there ain't no confusion. So you got to be, just
Yeah.
up front, be like, hey, what you looking for? Or what do you know?
Right. Because I don't got time to be sitting here wasting with you. Like,
most definitely
I can't
don't got
be
time for
wasting no
that.
2-3 years with a person.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That's
done with that.
Come on, man. That's too much. So I feel like
Too much time.
if we honest up front and yes, it's tough sometimes, but you gotta ask them real questions, bro. You gotta ask them tough questions. You know what I'm saying? What's your idea of marriage? What do you believe in marriage? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be married one day?
Right.
You feel me? Not to say we gotta hurry up and just hop into it, but I want to know what's going on.
where's your head at?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Before I'm in it, and you like, oh yeah, nah,
Right.
I was just playing. What you mean? Was
Wait,
just playing?
what? Another thing for me is a deal breaker for me is I don't want any more kids, and
Yeah.
I got to be upfront with that because I'm not trying to lead nobody on
Right,
and, waste my
right.
time. And they be like, oh, I want kids. I'm just like, I could have told you first sentence that,
Yeah.
you know what, I don't want any more kids. I don't want to play games with nobody. I'm very adamant about that. So,
Right.
that's very important too. You don't want to
Absolutely.
be with somebody and then find that out later on. You're like, well, damn, I really like this
'Cause
guy.
that's-
And now I'm in this predicament. But if you straight up and kind of put some stuff on the table, early on, then you
Yeah.
can kind of decipher and, figure out like, okay, this ain't going to work because this is the way I'm trying to go. You trying to go this way. It was nice meeting you, but it ain't going to work. Let's
gonna
not
work.
waste each other's time, you know?
Right, absolutely.
So you got to be
Absolutely.
upfront with that important stuff,
Yeah,
You can't
definitely.
drag it on and
definitely, because that's major stuff.
major
You
stuff.
know what I mean? It's like,
Major.
how we gonna work? It's not gonna work.
Right.
You feel me? I'm standing strong on this. You standing strong on that. You
Yeah.
know, like I said, we got to be aligned on certain things.
We gotta be on the same
Not
page,
everything, but
right? Major
certain-
stuff like
major
that, we got
stuff,
to be on the same page.
That's life decisions.
Yes.
You feel me?
Big
So
life decisions.
you gotta have them honest conversations. And
do.
if somebody don't want to have a real conversation with you like that, then they probably wasting your time.
Exactly.
Or they got something going on. You feel me? They got somebody else in the
Right.
cuts you probably don't know about. Nigga probably got a whole wife, or
Right.
but she got a
nother
whole
life
nother
going
dude.
on.
You feel me? You know, and they just enjoying your body. You know what I mean? They just enjoying your body and the time y'all share together. But they don't really have no real plans for you.
Right.
Feel me? You ask questions and you bring it to the forefront. You make somebody be honest with you straight up. What's up?
Exactly.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, don't leave me on.
Right.
I don't. You know what I mean?
This is what do we want out of
Yeah,
this?
I'm
Let's
quick.
Just be
I said,
straight
man,
up.
look,
You just
I'm
want to lay
quick. Oh,
down
yeah,
and
no,
just
no,
have a
no.
sexual relationship. Okay. You want
Right.
more, but just be straight up and put it
Yeah.
on the table so no one's hurt. We know what's up and we can move forward. You know.
Absolutely.
So no time to waste.
Right. No time to
I've
waste.
wasted too much time in my
Yeah.
life, so I know what I
life too
want. I know
short.
what I need. Like I said, so like
It's
it's,
serious stuff. These bills is coming around.
that's what I'm saying. Like I have no
to be
time
playing
for
with
it.
you. You feel me?
Right.
And even if I'm spending my time going out and we going to dates and we going to do stuff, all that stuff costs. And I don't want to be doing that
Right.
stuff with
For
somebody that
I'm not gonna be.
we
you
not.
know,
You feel me? We
we'll
not
have no
serious.
future
We
with
not
or
on the
nothing.
same
I feel
page.
that.
Yeah. So
I feel that.
yeah, no, that's very important. Ask them questions off the dribble. You feel me?
Yeah.
The other thing we have to do is practice due benevolence, loving kindness.
Loving kindness.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing that I didn't bring up, but you got to value your partner. You know, I think a lot of time people don't value their partner. You know what I'm saying? It's like you be with somebody, but you don't really value them. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be appreciated. You know,
Absolutely.
appreciation is
Yeah.
huge. You know what I'm saying? If a woman is appreciative of what I do, I want to do more for her. Soon as she showed me she didn't appreciate something or it wasn't good enough. Like
Yeah.
I didn't take you to this fancy restaurant. We
Yeah.
might have just did some cool. We went and got tacos, and you mad or something, or you feel
Right.
like I ain't treating you like a queen. It's like, girl, I ain't doing nothing for you now.
Boy. Girl, bye with
These
that.
tacos
Yeah.
gotta pay $30 for some tacos.
Better appreciate these tacos.
You better appreciate these tacos. You feel me? Appreciation,
Yes.
appreciating each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, woman, you know, she cook for a nigga or whatever. You know what I mean? Or, you know, she makes sure I'm good. I got lunch when I'm going to work or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
Little simple things.
Yeah.
You gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, the simple things make me happy. I'm such an easygoing girl. I swear.
Right.
You know, you just bring me a flower that you picked from the garden.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you thought about me,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shows a lot. I'm like, I appreciate the small things. You know, I'm not
Absolutely.
a materialistic girl. Like I've always been able to get what I want on my own. So, like I said, just the small things mean the most to me. You know,
Right.
Just,
Absolutely.
you know, thinking about me, wanting to go out your way and just do something for me, or you know, so
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, that's meaningful.
simple
You know what I'm
things
saying?
mean a
It
lot
means
to
somebody actually they thinking about you. You know, they
right.
took their time out and they put thought
That's
into it.
that
You
means
feel me?
more to me than what you actually bring to the table.
Absolutely.
You know, you
'Cause that
thought about
shows
me.
that you
I
actually
appreciate that.
care.
You know,
what I mean? You
whether it's
spent your
$2
time.
tacos or not.
Right.
So-
Sometimes you're gonna have to get. You know,
Right.
we can't go to Benihana's every night
Right,
now.
we
Let's
can't
be
do it,
realistic,
and trust
man.
me,
You
I-
feel me? We gonna go sometimes,
right.
but it's come on, man. You know what I'm
You know, it
saying?
can't be every time. Trust me, I know.
Sometimes you might
So
have to get the $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
right. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Come on, you feel me? We not come on.
Like I'm
we-
on that. Okay.
Yeah, but you know I'm rocking with you though. You feel me? It's like
Exactly.
I'm rocking with you, so don't trip about stuff. You know when it's good, it's gonna
Right.
be great for sure. But let's be realistic because life ain't getting no easier for nobody.
It's not.
You feel
It's
me?
getting
And
harder. Honestly.
If we living in this delusional state to where we just balling and all this, man, ain't gonna be broke. You feel me?
Feel it.
Now we struggling. Now we arguing.
Feel it.
We arguing. we doing all this stuff we
Absolutely.
can't afford because we
Yes.
live in a delusional state, not being realistic. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you're so demanding of these standards. You got to do this. You got to do that for me.
Right. I want this. I need
I
that.
want that. I want this. You feel me? You trying to keep up with people on social media
Right.
and that stuff
Trying
fake.
to keep up with the
that
Joneses
stuff be
and all
fake.
that.
Them niggas be renting stuff. And
Right.
They
Not
be
even
tapping.
know
They
it.
don't even be their car.
Right.
You feel me? Fake jewelry.
Don't
Fake.
be
Come
like house.
on, man.
Yeah. Just on social media fronting.
Yeah.
I see it all the
Photoshopping
time.
photos.
Right. All that.
It's playing like they playing like they in the Bahamas, baby.
And right.
I just see you at the
Just
grocery
putting them little
store.
background.
Yeah, like
Background shots.
it's a lot of cap,
Background
man. You
shots,
feel
yeah.
me? And it's like, don't let these people fool
Yeah,
you,
you
bro.
gotta be smarter than
you know
that,
what I'm
though,
saying?
you know?
Like everybody thug, everybody's struggling. It's not easy. You feel me? But if we work together, we can make it a lot easier. And we could go on them trips that we want. We could do things that we want. Have nice things. You feel me? But we got to work together as a people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Black, like we said, the black man needs the black woman. Black woman needs the black man. You
Yes,
feel me? We got to work
absolutely.
together. We got to get back to that. This is important because this is how we gonna be a people again. You feel me?
Yes.
And that's very serious. So do benevolence. We need to practice mercy. Be merciful with your partner. You know what I'm saying? Don't be. You can learn how to let stuff go. Forgive.
Yep.
You ain't perfect. I ain't perfect.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, but when I do something and you just can't forget it. You can't forgive. You can't let
Forgive me
that
and
go.
let it go. Yeah.
It's like, damn. Okay, are you perfect?
Right.
You better not.
Nobody's
You better
perfect.
not bust a grape the wrong way. I'm a drill you
Right.
on it.
Hold that against you.
Yeah, come on. It's like, come on. We gotta be merciful with each other because ain't nobody perfect, bro. We gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying? People
Yeah,
gonna
we're
mess
human.
up.
We're
But
always gonna mess up.
long as I feel like, long as you wanting to take accountability, that's the stuff I can't deal with.
Yes,
When you
that's
can't take
important.
accountability, say, oh yeah, I was wrong, and say I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's a problem now. You see what I'm saying? Because you never wrong, you
Right.
never take accountability. So
That part.
if you never wrong, that means it's always me messing up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or if I
That
say
ain't how
I'm
it
never
goes.
wrong, that means it's
It's
always,
always
you.
yeah. When you're wrong, you like you said, you gotta take accountability and
How
hold
can
up
we,
to it.
How can
you know?
we grow with that? You know what I'm saying? How
can't.
can we have a healthy relationship when somebody is not willing to take accountability
Right.
or say, I'm sorry, I messed up?
Right.
You feel me? And then the other person willing to forgive.
And
You sitting up holding all this
acknowledge
grudge in your heart. We still together though, but you
Right.
got this grudge from the stuff I did
it. Yeah.
a while ago.
Yep. And that's gonna create more problems,
It's
more
gonna create,
issues.
you feel me? It's
know?
gonna be more more friction, more strife between
Yep.
us. You feel me? So we gotta have mercy and patience with each other. And gotta be patient with each other, right? Because like I said, we in this culture, and like I said, living in America, we have taken on a culture that's not ours. You feel me? We all been misled. We all have to relearn,
Yep.
right? We have to relearn things. We did certain things thinking it was okay and figured out it's not the right way to do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we all got to be willing to relearn certain things and understand, look, my person, they might not be there right now, but remember you wasn't there at one point. You feel me? I wasn't this educated and
Exactly.
understanding. So you got to be patient with people. You feel me?
Exactly.
Especially your partner. It'd be crazy like people be having patience for everything else, for the job, for this, for that. You feel me? But when it comes to their partner, they don't have no patience, no
patience.
understanding. And it's like,
Right.
dude, this is the person that you building your life with.
Right.
This is,
Most definitely gotta have patience with your partner.
you feel
first
me?
and
More than
foremost,
anybody else.
First and foremost.
yeah, like, come on, man. That don't make sense. You feel me?
Right.
Don't be willing to go do everything for everybody else, all your family members. When the boss say something, you hopping right to it.
Yeah.
But when your man tell you something, you got a problem, your face
Yeah.
frowned up. Or
It's
you
an
can't do
issue.
nothing for him. You
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
feel me? Nobody want to be treated like that. You see what I'm saying? Man should not be putting his homies first and riding with them, no. And just dogging your woman out, no. You know what I'm saying? That's your woman. You should be putting her first. You feel me?
Come first.
You gotta put her first. Or what are you doing? That's goofy, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This nigga,
absolutely.
you go to jail, this nigga ain't gonna bail you out. He ain't gonna put no money in your book, any of that. You see what I'm
Take the
saying?
truth.
You going out, niggas
But they
don't-
gonna call first. They woman, right?
Exactly. They call you call your woman.
Absolutely. You gonna
Or you call your
woman
mama.
first. Right. You gonna call the female first.
For sure.
And the
We ain't
homies
call-
last.
I ain't
but-
calling
but
them.
we calling the females first and foremost. I
I'm not
guarantee
calling
you.
you niggas. You, niggas
Right.
you ain't gonna put no money on my book, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't
I
gonna
feel
get no
that.
bail money, none
They-
of that.
and y'all know
Nigga
that.
living their life, bro. Nigga going on, bro. You know what I mean? He out there chasing
Exactly.
women. I can't even be
Right.
mad.
He ain't even thinking about
You
you.
feel
but
me?
guess what? Your girl, she gonna be there.
Your woman supposed to be there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? She gonna be there. So why not put her 1st? You know, any other time. Why would you put these dudes before your woman? And them niggas ain't gonna have your back like that,
Yeah.
bro. You feel me? They got their own stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Go get you a woman to be your helpmeet. You feel me?
Yep.
And honor that and
Valuable
respect
woman.
that. You feel me? Man supposed to give honor unto the woman. And he supposed to be able to teach you things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the job. That's another job of the man. I want to make sure I clarify that. A man supposed to be able to he get a woman honor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he teach her wisdom. Man can't teach you nothing. You don't need to be with him. You feel me?
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? That's his job. He supposed to be able to teach you, educate you on certain things. You feel me? That's why a lot of women, they'll get with dudes, even if the man teaching them how to make dope. You feel me? He teaching us something though. I'm serious. He might teach her how to cut it up, break it down, sell it. But he's teaching her something. You know what I mean? And a lot of women, that's what they attracted to. A nigga that could put them on some game or tell them something. Or, you know,
Yeah.
stimulate their mind and make them think and make them be better.
Yeah, I always like a man that I can learn from. Somebody who
Yeah.
can teach me
Might
something
be
that
able
I
to teach
don't
you about
know.
credit
Teach
or
me
something. You feel me?
Exactly, something valuable that I can
Right.
add to my life.
Right,
You know.
right.
So I'm most definitely.
And our
with
women,
that man.
they got to be willing to listen. They got to
Yeah.
be willing to
listen
to
and learn,
listen
and
and
not
learn.
wanting to take on the role of
Right. You know what I mean? Listen, learn, not try to take over the role or be in competition.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
Sometimes you just gotta sit back and listen and learn.
yeah, let's take our egos out of it and we could grow as a people.
Yep.
But when there's ego involved, and we in competition and, you know, we talking and you over talking me, I'm over talking you.
Right. Trying to tell you how it's done.
Yeah,
And,
or we steady running in circles. Like, come on, man. Let's get to the truth. What's the truth? All right, let's get the truth and let's build. Let's get
Yeah.
a solution. You feel
Right.
me? It ain't about being right all the time. What's the solution? How can we grow? How are we gonna better ourselves? You feel me?
Exactly.
Important to think about. Like I said, also we got to get back to being committed. You know, we have to get back to being committed to a relationship. We got to stop the 5-minute, the fast food relationships. You feel
Fast
me?
food relationships.
Yeah,
I feel that.
that 3-month joint. You know what I'm saying? And then you with the next person ASAP. You feel me?
Yeah.
We got to stop that. Like the standards of a relationship became so low. You know what I mean?
Very
To where
true.
it's just we moving any kind of way and it's goofy. And the main people that suffer from it is the children. You feel me?
Yeah, that's very true.
They suffer from it. So, you know, stop the short-term relationships and take your time, get to know somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
value a long-term
Anything.
relationship. You know, that's
Yeah.
like I said, that's why I'm waiting until I find that right person because I know how important that is. And
Right.
you know, I'm not trying to do like you said, the fast food,
Right.
the fast food
Fast
relationship.
food
Like that's
relationship.
old. I've been through there. I've done that. And you know, like you said, the
Too many
children
times.
are too many times.
McDonald's, Burger King,
Man, all that. I'm over that. You know, especially in Vegas. I feel like it's kind of hard to find good people with good values in Vegas. You know, it's really
Right.
hard to find that. You know.
Yes, and that's another.
I don't know if it's the city or what. Like I'm from Oregon, and I felt like when I was in Oregon, it wasn't hard to find people who I feel have like values or
Right.
who like stick around. But here in Vegas, I just feel like is anybody got values out
No,
here and
this is
cores
called-
and
this is called
I mean
Sin City.
I guess so. It's
You
called
know?
Sin City for a reason. But I've really
24 hours,
24-hour
liquor,
city, but-
prostitutes, clubs,
I mean, I've
drugs,
man, all
whatever
that.
you want, whatever
maybe I'm
you
in the wrong
need.
city. I don't know. Maybe.
Man, I be
Maybe I'm
feeling
in the
like
wrong
that too.
city. Maybe my.
But I feel like
my
it's
soulmate
important
ain't
too.
out
It's
here or
like,
something.
you know, where do you look at? Where do you meet people at? You know what I'm saying? That's something we had talked about before. It's kind
Yeah.
of like,
That's true.
dang, where can I go
To
to
meet people who
find
are
something that
like-minded
might,
like me.
like-minded or
who's
have
thinking
certain
like
qualities.
I'm thinking. You know?
Right, right. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm still figuring that out.
I mean, let me know if you do, because I'm trying to figure it out as well.
I'm about to go to the
'cause-
library or something.
Right.
Like, you know, and then I don't want to just go to church
Exactly.
just for the
you
woman.
know?
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm in here
going
just
to
trying
church to find a man.
get a
that's
woman.
it.
You know what I mean?
Like-
Oh, that ain't right. That ain't right, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I have like a disadvantage too because as a female, I can't approach. I mean, I can, but that's not my style. I can't
Yeah.
approach a man and be like, "Hey, how you doing? You got a number?"
Absolutely.
That's not my
Nah,
vibe.
the
you
man
know.
is definitely supposed to.
So yeah, that's
go
for
after
me.
you.
That's the man's role. I'd rather a man come up and approach me, and
Right.
you know. So I feel like I have a disadvantage. I can't, put myself out there. I kind of gotta wait to be approached, and then I gotta hope that this man got his head on straight. And 9 times out of 10, I'm like, oh, here we go again.
right.
It's a no go. But
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
I know God got somebody in store for me, and I'm, patiently waiting, but hopefully it's soon, because,
Who you telling?
I'm like, where's he at? Where's
Niggas
he
ain't
at?
getting no younger out
Right.
here. Yeah, for
Where's he
sure.
at?
For sure.
The clock is ticking, and he ain't around. But, at the end of the day, I'm just blessed. I have my kids. I have my head on straight. Thank God, I'm able to take care of myself,
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
I don't have to rely on a man to, do that stuff. But like I said, I most definitely would love a help and build as a unit with a partner. Don't get me wrong. But I am also blessed that I'm in a position where I can, take care of myself, take care of
absolutely.
my kids and,
Yeah, and that's the goal for me too as well. Like I don't want to be out here playing and wasting nobody's time. You
Yeah.
feel me? I'll be worried about my soul. I know that heaven and hell is real. You feel me? And just fornicating, that's a sin that God definitely said. If you you just a fornicator, you gonna go to hell. Like he not playing about that. You feel me? So I value relationship,
Yeah,
and I want a
absolutely.
relationship with a certain woman that I could really take serious and we on the same page
Yes.
and we could build together. You feel me?
Absolutely.
It's like, bro, ain't nothing in these streets anyway. You know what
Man.
I'm saying? And everybody swapping body. Everybody sleeping with everybody. You feel me?
I feel it.
Girls out here trying to make a nigga a side nigga. Like, Are you crazy? Like, I can't be your side.
Right.
Like, I'm the whole meal.
Like,
Like,
right.
I'm the whole shebang.
Right.
Like, you
I'm
want me
more
to be
than
the
a
side?
snack,
Come
right.
on, man.
The
Stop
side
playing with me.
piece. Like, you talking to the wrong somebody.
Yeah. I got to devalue myself.
Yeah.
Share you with another man. Is you crazy? Nah, I'm cool,
I
bro.
don't
You
think so.
you keep it, baby.
Yeah.
I'm Smoothie. Like if you can't value me and put me first, and you know what I mean, I can't be
Then
your
keep it
everything.
moving.
Then I can't be your nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's real. And you got to stand on that. You feel me? And it might take some time or whatever, but hey, I'd rather go that route than just be out here,
I feel it.
you know,
In the same
creating
way.
soul ties. You know what I'm saying? Bible say when a man lay with a woman, they become one flesh. Even if he lay with a prostitute, y'all become one flesh. You know what I'm saying? Sex is very spiritual and it's real. People don't understand that. You feel me? That's why you sleep with somebody, y'all end up, you start acting like the nigga, you start having the same habits he have. You feel me? Y'all start to, people that do drinking, they down, y'all both drinking. You feel me? Or y'all both smoking or whatever type stuff, right? Y'all become one flesh. So we got to be mindful of that and not just out here giving ourselves to any and everybody, bro. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we working on it. We working on it. So, with that being said, I'm gonna say a quick prayer. You feel me? We're gonna get up out of here for this episode. But
Yep.
I hope that the episode been very knowledgeable and we brought understanding and value. And we appreciate everybody watching. So say a quick prayer real quick. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, all praises to the Most High Yah in Yahshua Mashiach name. We thank you for this moment, this time that we've been able to share and the message that you have brought forth, Lord. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to make things happen and have real conversations, to really edify the people and to help our people get it back together, Lord. We understand the importance of that. The family is the nucleus, too, of strong people. And I know you want our people to come back together and be a people and to grow better and to lead the world once again one day. So thank you for this time and thank you for the words that you have given us to speak, to edify and to help the people out there grow. And we ask that you continue to bless us, continue to guide us, and we thank you for all your mercy and grace. And we only respect you, Lord. All praise to the Most High Yah. Amen.
Amen.
All right. With that being said, man, that's going to be our episode, man. We appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. Stay tapped in. We got a lot of good episodes coming forward, and we're going to keep it good rolling. All right. God bless and shalom.
All right. Peace.
Peace.